Howdy. Good morning. My name is Rob and you're watching Junk Monkey Treasures. Boy, today have we got a full plate. We got a lot of work to do around the shop. In fact, we've already done a bunch of it. We had an old grill, or not an old grill, our grill that we cook on is just really getting in bad shape, and we decided we didn't want to cook on it anymore. So we saved the grates out of it. I'll have a video sometime in the future about what I'm going to do with those. Loaded that thing in the truck to go to the dump, and there's no way I'm paying $30 to throw away one item. So we found a few other little odds and ends sitting around the yard and work areas outside, loaded them up, and then I started in here. Folks, things can get away from you and you never even notice it. Resellers call it a death pile. It's just piles of junk that you have no plans on ever listing. Well, you might plan on it. You have every intention of getting it listed. You're going to clean it and test it and list it. It never gets done. And that pile just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I'm no exception to the rule. Other than, I'm not afraid to stop, look at it every once in a while and say, it's time for a dump run. Boxes full of junk, piles of stuff, bags of stuff. I'll give you a few instances. Some of it's good inventory. I just threw away 4 Microsoft ergonomic wired keyboards. Those things sell for $35 to $50 a piece. Every one of them I had was probably in the $28 to $32 range because they had a little wear and tear on them. But more importantly, ordering boxes that those things will fit in, that I can ship them in, it's like 70 something dollars. You have to buy at least 25 boxes, and I've only got the 4 keyboards. A couple of them have been around for more than a year. So they're just in the way. In the trash they go. Bunch of old pots and pans. I've still got a few. I kept the Magnolites. All the rest of them gone. I'm not going to put that much elbow grease into cleaning the damn thing so I can get them listed. A couple of years ago, somebody set 2 boxes next to my truck in the parking lot at Goodwill. Lo and behold, there's stuff full of Playboy magazines. Right on top was the one that had the Donald Trump interview in it. He's standing on the front cover. I looked it up right quick, and sure enough, it's worth money. It's worth listing and selling. So instead of trying to deal with that right there in the parking lot, I just put both boxes in the truck. I get home, I set them in the shop. It's been 2 years. I never listed the thing. It's just not the kind of thing I really want to list or deal with. So in the truck they went. Just tons of stuff. Boxes full of toys that I could have lotted up and listed. It's the only way you can sell them, and they sit forever. I've done it forever, and they've been sitting forever in my shop, on the floor. In the truck they went. So a lot of cleanup was done around here. And looking around here right now, can't really tell. There's still piles of stuff that I need to deal with. But it will be a little easier dealing with it now. I won't have quite as much junk in my way. There's a couple of spots I'm like, hey, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That pile's not as big as it was. In fact, I can see the floor through it. So that'll give us some incentive to get that little area done. So, still a lot more work to do. Here's the plan. Don't got one. Well, I do, but it ain't much of one. We got one item leaving out of here today, and that is power cord for an electric skillet. So far, we need to go to the dump. We have to pass by Costco on the way home. So we're going to swing in there. The wife has a couple of things she wants to pick up. And the plan from there was to go straight to the post office and drop that off and then come back home. Well, that doesn't do much for opportunities to record content for you guys. So what we're going to do instead, we will have that in the truck labeled and ready to go. And then we're going to drop her off at home. And if any more sales come in while we're gone, I'll run in here and package those up right quick. But anyway, we're going to drop her off here, and then we're going to go to the post office, and then I'll get you out there treasure hunting. So like and subscribe. Come along for the ride. It's going to be a weird one today, but we're going to get you out there and see if we can find some treasure. Well, folks, as you can probably tell from the title and the fact that we are not currently in a thrift store, had a little bit of a disaster strike. Oh. So when we left off, I was doing some stuff around the shop and around the house. We were going to take a load of stuff to the dump, including a big barbecue grill and just a bunch of garbage sitting around in here and around the yard. Not really garbage, just stuff that we needed to get rid of, really. Well, we got to the dump, and it's not really a dump, it's a transfer station. You go through this line and you pay at this little booth, and then you take your receipt and you go around and pull into this massive warehouse with a concrete floor, and you back into a space and unload. And then they have heavy equipment in there pushing it all up to start working with it. And anywho, since last time I was there, they have installed this massive steel pipe barrier that you back up towards. It keeps you from backing up too far, and they only got a short little piece done like that, and of course that's where they pulled me into. Remember, the steel pipe, it's going to play a very important part of the disaster. So we back in, and I drop the tailgate, and the wife and I start unloading the stuff that's towards the back. The big barbecue grill is towards the center. When we get the stuff out of the way of the barbecue grill, which is laying on its back, just couldn't reach up in there far enough to get my hands on it and really work it out of there. So I climbed up in the back of the truck and start pulling it backwards and get it out on the tailgate. And I'm standing there, I've got both feet under me. I got good solid footing, and I've got my hands on the grill, and I don't know what happened. My left foot went out from under me, and I fell. From where my back was at to where I hit that pipe, probably about 7 feet, with the grill on top of me. And I broke 2 ribs, number 5 and number 6. They are fractured but not dislocated, meaning the ends are still tight together. They're just, I don't know, cracked. They said the exact terminology they used was fractured, not dislocated. Very painful. So yeah, I landed on that thing, and it hit under my right armpit and across my back, and I banged my elbow pretty good. Don't know what happened to my left foot, but it's got a big massive bruise on the heel, and my shoe landed on the ground behind my head somewhere. It was pretty painful. Anyways, people rushed over and helped me. They helped my wife finish unloading the truck, and they helped get me in the truck, and we came home. And actually did stop by the post office to ship the few items we had going out. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I do not have the luxury of quitting or taking time off. I have to keep moving. Even if it's slowly, I have to keep moving. So we get home, and I was in a lot of pain. I could not sleep. I tried to lay down on the bed, and it was horrible. My wife had to help me get back up out of that bed, but laying there was excruciating, to say the least. And we got me into a recliner out in the living room, which I didn't really sleep. I would kind of doze off once in a while, and then I would snore, and the snore would rattle my chest and shoot stabbing pain through me, and I would wake back up. And anyway, the next morning we went on into urgent care, got the x-rays done, and found out that yes, I do have broke ribs, and they prescribed me something for the pain. They also gave me some breathing exercise to do to keep my lungs from getting fluid built up in them. Guess which one I like better. Anywho, we came home, and probably not a good idea, but I went ahead and had the live sale on knickknacks for all the Fenton. Now, before the accident, I had fully planned on getting you guys into the thrift store, get you some content made, and hopefully find some treasure, and then get home and get a bunch more of the Fenton that I have in back stock, or in stock, preloaded to that auction. So that didn't happen, and all we had was a lot of milk glass and silver crest, a few colorful pieces. But anyway, I had the live sale. Probably should not have. I probably should have rescheduled it, but we had 2 or 3 items with pre-bids on them, and I didn't want to do that to my buyers. So I went ahead and had the live sale, and we did sell a dozen pieces. I feel if I hadn't had that accident and I had gotten the rest of that stuff listed, we probably would have sold somewhere between 20 and 30 pieces, and a lot of those would have been better, higher value pieces, and I would have conducted a better live show. I was in a pretty good bit of pain, and then the pain pills kicked in, and anyway, I went downhill pretty quick from there, and I went ahead and ended the show. We did run everything, and we got a dozen sales, and now I need to get all of this packaged up. We also had 5 sales come in so far on eBay, plus one more that's going to come off here shortly. Anyway, my daughter is going to come over and help me do all this packaging. It's Sunday, by the way. The accident happened on Friday. The sale happened on Saturday, and today is Sunday, and I'm trying to get some of this work done before tomorrow, so tomorrow won't be so hard on me, and I'll have help today. Anywho's, I will put in my Facebook page all the stuff that's sold. You guys, there'll be a link to it down below. The stuff that did sell on eBay, you guys saw me find and clean and list these. These sold pretty quick. We got $50 plus shipping on those. We sold a VHS, another horror is Pet Sematary, Stephen King movie. You saw me find the action figures. One of those have sold already. $15 free ship. So we've got our money back out of that buy, and plus $1 or $2 of profit, and we still got 3 or 4 more action figures to sell out of that. We also sold a vintage G.I. Joe figurine that I actually rescued from a half-collapsed barn out in Nebraska. The thing's in pretty rough shape, but there is a big movement in the collectible toys genre right now where people are taking these old toys, especially ones that are beat up, and they're modifying them, painting them, taking them apart, putting different things on them, sculpting. It's strange. Anyway, we got $12 free shipping on that. And then we sold a Lego minifigure. It's the Ugnaught. I am a big proponent of checking every single listing you have on eBay every 30 days. I end them every 30 days. If it's every night before I go to bed, anything that's ending the next day, I will go ahead and end those listings. And then throughout the week, I will go back through that list of ended listings, and I'll rework them. I'll change the title. If there's any like parentheses or commas or things like that in the title, I'll get rid of those. If I need to change the title, put different keywords in them, I'll do that. I'll make sure all the item specifics are filled out and correctly, and then I'll redo the description, whatever it takes. And that's what it took to get this one sold. So after 6 or 7 months, this one finally sold, and I firmly believe it was because I changed up the listing. And we also have one more thing that's going to sell today. I'll talk about that for a second. I told you guys recently I was going to start putting some things up for auction on eBay, and it'll be things that we find throughout the week, and then every Sunday I would go live with those auctions. Well, last week we only found 6 things really that I felt would be good for auctions, and one of them has a bid on it. The others have a lot of views. A couple of them have watchers, so hopefully a couple more will sell. But Mr. Beetroot, you saw me find him in a recent video. He will absolutely sell today. So I've got him pulled over here ready to be packaged up. So there you go, that's what's all's going. But from now on, with the things that I find that we're going to put up for auction on eBay, at the end of every video where we go out thrifting, I'm going to pick at least one item to put on eBay as an auction, and we'll go ahead and get it listed, and then we will put a link to that auction in the description. So, and I'll remind you guys about it every time. So that's where I'm at. That gets you caught up. I don't know that we're going to get out and do any thrifting for a few days. Maybe, hopefully tomorrow. But I'll be moving really slow. Hopefully I can drive by then. But anyway, that's caught up. Appreciate you all for being here. I'm fine. I'm not hurt that bad. I'm just sore and stiff and moving real slow. So stick with me. We'll get you back out there hunting for the treasure as soon as we can. Between now and then, I'll just keep updating you about what's going on here in the shop and what's selling. Well, it's the next day, so Monday, my time. Whew. I don't think I've ever taken this long to film a video. So we started it on Friday, had the live sale on Saturday, did all the packing of live sale and eBay sales on Sunday, but we had 2 more come in late on Sunday. One of them paid that night, the other one paid this morning early. So we've got 2 more items to pack up. I'll show you what those are. That is Mr. Beetroot. You saw me find him in a recent video. We put him up on an auction and he sold. We also sold this little uranium glass, wine glass that's etched that has a little chip in it. It's another item you saw me find in a video last week. And I think this week I'm going to do it a little different, depending on how often I can get out. We're going to, as we find the items, while I'm editing the video or it's uploading, downloading, rendering, whatever that mess does, we'll go ahead and take some pictures of it and get it listed and put on auction. That way we can link that particular auction to that item found in that video down in the description. So we're going to get these 2 packed up and we're going to head to the post office and dropped off, and then we're going to go into the Goodwill. I've told you guys a couple of times before, I don't have the luxury of taking a break and taking it easy. These broken ribs are a bit more than uncomfortable. By all means, or by all rights, I should be laid up in the house, hopped up on pain pills, watching some guy clean a carpet on YouTube. But this stuff ain't going to ship itself, and this business ain't going to take care of itself. I have to be there, and I've got things that need to get done, so we're going to get them done. So like and subscribe. Come along for an already long ride, and let's go and see if we can find some treasure. And just like that, we are in my local Goodwill, and there's a fresh cart there. We're gonna sneak up on it and see if there's anything that we need to take home. Poor little wide-mouthed frog has a chipped lip. Pufferfish. All pufferfish come home with us. That's what I figured. Everybody's gonna... All right, we found an egg, a decorated egg. It looks like cloisonne, but it's very light, so it's probably just a decorative thing. But we'll put it in the cart. It can go in the fin and feather sale. That's going to be either Westmoreland or Imperial panel grape, or just grape. Some of the old-time names that I grew up calling stuff aren't necessarily correct. There's a nice little pinwheel patterned creamer. And of course there's going to be a crowd of people that just going to squat right on top of what I want to get to and look at. That's all right. We'll just go somewhere else and look. Hey, Diane. Oh. Alrighty, there's a nice little silver overlay floral vase. Has the remnants of an original sticker. It is vintage. And that'll go great in our Valentine's Day sale, which is coming up real fast. I don't know if I'm gonna do it sometime during the week or if I'm gonna wait till the weekend. I know I promised the fin and feather one for the weekend,
but I may need to change that out with this Valentine's Day sale. Oh, I can't reach for stuff, it hurts. There's a little, yeah, so we're gonna be reaching with our left hand. Reaching with the right hand is a mistake. Oh, there's a neat little glass on the floor. It did not break. Thank you, Garrett. There's a little wire rack that it hangs on.
Did actually kind of break.
Did it break? Let me see. Yep, it broke. I broke it. Dang it. I'm left-handed today. Sorry about that, Garrett. Well, folks, that's probably reason 437. I should actually be at the house today. But there's reason number 5 why I'm glad I came out. That is a beautiful vase. It's got a little hard water staining in it, but we're going to put that one in the cart. Let's go see what else we can find. I don't think I'm going to be in here too terribly long. Just being a little too clumsy. Let's go down through here and see if we spot anything nice. You guys yell out if I miss anything. Look at that picture. It's beautiful. It's very lightweight. The glaze looks hobbyist but well done. Fiji graphics. I don't think that's something we need. There's another picture back there that appears to have some age. Got a floral and leaf pattern on it. Unmarked. Yellowware. Alright, turn around again. Alright, folks, I'll bring you in if I find something. There's a beautiful little mini lamp. We are absolutely taking that home. The color has some wear and tear on it. But for $5, we are not leaving that here. I just gotta figure out how to open it so we can change a bulb in it if we have to. Oh. Turned out to be a pretty good trip. Last trip I had ended in a fall. Oh, don't laugh. All right, folks, I'm gonna need both hands to navigate this motley crew. That's a cool cast iron bottle opener that you could just hang as a decoration, but I don't know that it's got much in the way of age on it. And for $4.49, we're gonna leave that here. Let's set down on the bottom. That is an angel. Anything on the red? There's a little drinking glass with cut clear dots on it. Mikasa. We can leave that here. They got a whole bunch of them, just different patterns. That one had straight lines. This one has got horizontal dotted lines. And what is in here? Oh, that's one of those little ink stamp things. Those are kind of cool, but really not what we're looking for. Let's check this blue and green. There's a funny bottle down at the bottom. There's a back painted bottle full of some kind of liquid. There's a green gemstone. For $1.49, we'll put that in our paperweight sale that's coming up one of these days. I always do well with those. There's a little weed pot bud vase thing. Let's get down here and see what that is. $1.49. I can't tell if it's signed or not. I haven't been doing well with those. Over there, I spot something. Okay, it's a goblet. And it's got a little wine glass charm on it. We'll put that back. There's a little relish dish. It's pretty nice for a hobbyist piece. Now let's see if we can get back up. This may have been a mistake coming out here today, but just couldn't sit at the house any longer. right, folks, you know the deal. I'll bring you in when I find something. Look at this little guy. I do believe that's going to be worth picking up for $4.49. It's set in 2 different directions, and he is a light purple or blue. We're going to put him in the cart and look him up. I don't see any signatures or marks. And you see that little bit of wrinkling on the bottom edge of the glass? Something tells me that means it's not Murano, which didn't really think it was, but it's got a well-polished bottom. It might be Czech or Polish. There is a cute little, it's made out of plastic. I thought it was a trinket box, but it's got the cutouts on the top of the lid. I think you put like a little scent sachet or something in it. There's the kind of thing that makes me wish I had a booth. One of those big brocaded silk decorative wall hangers. There's another one right there. She's elegant looking. But that's the kind of stuff that would do very well in an antique mall, which I keep talking myself out of getting one. These glasses are cool, but I'd like to find it in some kind of color. Like the opaque milk glass colors, like the pale greens or the turquoise blues or something along that line. All right, I'm gonna make one more quick run through here, then I think we're gonna get out of here. I need to get myself back to the house and decide on how much of this I'm gonna keep before we leave. There's a Hagar vase that we've seen that's chipped. That's my friend Jenny. And your thought of the day is brought to you by your local Goodwill store. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. And here's your mug shot of the day. Which mug would you choose? And if you really want it, I can always come back and see if it's still here for you. All right, folks, we finally got back over here in that one area that was crowded ever since we've been here. And we found this little vase with cherry blossoms painted on it for $1.49. We'll take that home and put it in our sale coming up for Valentine's Day. We found these vintage lusterware dolphins. We're gonna have to look those up at $4.49. We found a weirdo. It's a rattle. We're gonna put that in an upcoming sale. Oh, there is a Swarovski snail. I'm thinking he's complete. They want $5 for him. Well, it is Swarovski. Whoop. Oh God, I can't bend over. Put that in there. And we have this weirdo. What in the world? It's got a, that is a shaker of some kind. All right, we're gonna have to look that one up. What do they want for it? $2.49? Probably worth it. We'll see. You guys stick around to the end of the video to see what all makes it home with me. And golly, thought I was gonna have this aisle to myself for a minute. Well, folks, we made it back in one piece, no less. Oh, don't laugh, that hurts. All right, no fancy ending this time. I'm gonna show you what we got. We got a new sealed copy of Disney's Pete's Dragon. That's a good one. It's not a great one. We should get somewhere between $15 to $20 free shipping for it. Let's see. We got this big silver overlay floral vase. We paid $4.50 for it. That'll go in our Valentine's Day sale that's coming up this weekend. And yes, I have made up my mind that that's what we're going to do. Let's see. Oh, in my pocket. Probably the item I am going to list as an auction right now. As soon as I get finished with this, it'll be up and running before you see this video, and I'll put a link to it
down in the comments or the description of the video. But this is a retired Swarovski snail figurine. So we'll get him set to the side there, get him cleaned up, and get him listed here shortly. This is a Hasbro eye turtle thingy. But it was making a bunch of noise earlier. So I'm pretty sure it works. Probably the find of the trip, 50 to 60 bucks. Let's see, I showed you the weirdo. We'll go ahead and pull that sticker off. And I'm all up in your face here, and I got sticker all over my fingers. Don't stick to anything except for what you don't want it to. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just a little, oh, that hurts. A little weirdo. He's got a snail on his head. One eye's winking or closed, but he's a little rattle. I'm going to have a show where it's going to be choice. I'm going to set up some little shelves, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of items up, and we'll start the auctions at like $1, $4, something like that. And whoever wins the auction gets to pick what item they want, and as they win items, we replace them with more weirdos and tchotchkes and little mini things. It's a lot of fun. You should come see one of those shows. Let's see what else we got. Showed you the green gemstone. These do great in paperweight sales. I just want to peel the sticker on it and try not to get it all over my fingers this time. See if there's any big bruises or damage to the table of the gem. And there's not. It's in good shape. A lot of times these things are color flashed, meaning they're made out of clear glass and then they just spray a translucent color on them. I don't think that's the case with this one. All right, let's see what else we got out of it. We got another pair of Glencairn whiskey drinking glasses. Those will be featured in an upcoming video sometime this year. You made a pretty good haul. Got several items. Here's another vase that we picked up, fairly cheap. It's got some hand-painted cherry blossoms on it. It's a nice, beautiful little pink vase for $1.50. We will put that in the Valentine's Day sale, live sale coming up this weekend, which I'll try to get that scheduled and get that in the description for you. And last but not least, we got a little table lamp. It's got the color peeling off of it. Let's see. Yeah, it needs a new bulb. I tested it while at the store and that bulb didn't work. And even if there's something wrong with the wiring, I think I have another wiring set up for one of these. So we paid $5 for that, so not bad. That one may end up in the house. I kind of like it. So there you go, folks. That's what has been happening over the course of the last 3 or 4 days. Broken ribs, working in the shop, live sales. I hope I didn't miss anything. I showed you a lot of what sold. Got to go do a little thrifting. And you got to hear me moan and groan because I'm in a little bit of pain. But that's all right. We still got things done. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I can't thank you enough. And I hope to see you in a future video, and especially in one of my future live sales. I'd love for you to come by and just hang out. So y'all come back now. You hear?